Got to do a little quick wiring here. So I got my Eastwood solderless connector crimping kit. This thing is awesome. Really nice tool. Locks in, crimps down, and once you hit it all the way, releases. The colors here match with the sizes for the associated fittings. What I first want to do is just get it wired and test it. I used to be so scared of wiring. It's really not that hard. What do all these colors mean? They're just ways to help you identify which color or which wire is going where. I used to think like, I don't know, these colors are different. They mean different kinds of material. It's all copper. It's just a different color to help you identify stuff. Alright, so what I did here is I cut my line, stripped it, and I'm going to take the electrical connector, insert like so, get the crimper, there it is, line it up, red connector, red dot, and boom, crimp, look at that, beautiful, it's on there tight, right? Now I'm going to come here to this end, go here, take off this end, and expose this wire here, right? Again, red, black, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to go this one here for right now. And usually, obviously, red means positive, black is your ground, but what I'm saying is, or yellow versus red right now, it's, again, it's just the skin on the wire itself. It doesn't mean that there's anything different on the inside. So we're going to go like this here too, strip, twist, get it all tight and together. Where are we at? Right here. Inside like so. Get that lined up right there perfectly. Making sure to keep pressure in on it so that the wire doesn't walk out and then you miss it and it's not actually connecting in there. Pushing in and crimp. Boom. Pull it, make sure that it's not going to come undone. You should be able to pull pretty hard and it won't come out. And like so. And now we're cutting to go here, strip. So again, now the one here going to the red is the positive, which is where we're going to put it on the positive terminal on my test battery here. Undo these tips, so this way it's not sucking against nothing right now. And so right, red, this is your red, this is your positive, and here's your ground. And let's see if this thing actuates. Hopefully, yes. So we're gonna go positive. Oh yeah! Sounds like a frog. Cool. Very cool. Okay, so now the perfect way to get this thing set up is to run it with a switch. This way I can be inside the cab, hit the switch, turn this thing on. This way it's not hardwired into the battery. So I'm going to come out here to the truck, eyeball from the battery right here, around the front of the radiator, down to where I'm going to install the fuel pump. How much length we're going to need here to cut. So going to cut, strip. This is a slightly larger gauge, so I think we'll go with the 14. And once you put it in the stripper, usually one bite isn't enough to pull and break the skin off it. You kind of have to bite it, let go a little bit, rotate, bite, rotate, bite, rotate, bite. A couple of roll of rotations, and then boom, you get a nice clean pull. So again, I like to take these, roll them, kind of keeps them together, makes it a little bit tighter. For this, we're going to go with blue because it's a little bit thicker gauge wire. In it to win it. Actually busted through here a little bit too far, so we're going to pull right there. And we're going to go blue right there. You can see the copper, so we know we didn't pull it out. And boom. Cramp! Nice. Nice. Nice and tight. And so this one I'm actually going to go off black, so this way I don't get confused. Black to black. Alright, it's nice. It works out that these two pieces I had left over create a full length to match the length that we needed, more or less. So I'm just going to connect these two here. So what we'll do for that is simply take one of the red connectors, twist, and you don't want to cut this too long. If you cut the skin too far back, you're going to have exposed wire. Now what we're going to do here is, and I forgot to do that on those connectors, but it's okay because they're mostly sealed. Go like this for a little extra protection. What I got there is it's a heat shrink tubing. Put this over first. And go like this. Make them kiss. Marry them on the inside. Alright, so now she's in. I don't like that, so what I do is I'm going to hit a quick little stop. That'll hold this side from moving out as I work on this side. This guy here, go one on the end, cramp. One here in the middle, cramp, and the other end. Thought I was going to say crimp again, didn't you? Pull, it's strong, and then we go like this. And fit this shrink tubing over the top. Get our little cool guy torch. It's, of course, out of fluid. Refill! Got it refilled. So, as I was saying, and then we will shrink tube this thing. Careful not to get too hot and burn it. Like that a little bit. Get this nice and shrunk. Prevent moisture. Alright, beauty. Okay, now I've got end strip, which I'm gonna go like this on the battery inside the truck. And run these wires, and let's get this thing going. We're just gonna do this the testing way. So again, here's our ground, and here's our positive, and there we go. So what we're gonna do here is kind of get this ground wire incorporated with these existing ground wires, just like that. Just for right now. Not gonna connect the positive yet. Then we're gonna run the wire down, getting this tightened up. Bottom part is gonna go off the fuel filter. Alright, so we'll push this line here onto the fuel pump. Okay, so I got it connected. Again, this is not where I'm going to finally leave it, but we can just at least see. Coming here off the fuel pump, going down through the fuel filter, it's going to be drawn up and then sent to the carburetor. So let's just go test it real quick. Going to connect it to the battery, and we can see fuel is being drawn through the fuel filter. So let's crank up the truck. There it is. There she is. Ooh, good song. Tying. What is going on here? It's almost like now it's getting fuel, but could it be an ignition problem? I don't know. You know, let's look here in the carburetor. I'm not seeing anything spray out. So it's like this carburetor is leaking down or something. It's new. Doesn't mean that it's good, but it should be. You know? What the hell? Crank it again. There it is. Okay. Now I don't have the fuel pump connected, but it looks like down there you can see fuel entering from the fuel pump into the fuel filter. So maybe I don't need this thing. I don't know. This truck's a mystery sometimes, man. Really? Oh, see? And just like that, she's out. So I don't know. I changed the distributor, coil, the ignition box, carburetor on this thing, whole fuel system. Don't know, man. And she just dies. Promising. She's running on her own. So let's disconnect the fuel pump, see what happens. I mean, we're still full down there, so I don't think we need this at the moment. Oh, looks like that was too much. Like it's just dying out, but there's fuel down there, so I don't know. Here, going to the carburetor, I should see a bunch of fuel dump out, but just a little bit. All right, somewhat promising. So I don't know if it's a fuel issue now, so let's go ahead and reconnect the main line, and I'm going to draw some fuel from the main line with this pump here and look at it and see how clean or dirty it looks. So this is the line here that goes back to the regular tank. All right, and we're gonna go power now, and fuel is coming out, and it looked clean right there. Man, this thing flows at a pretty good rate. Look at that. So yeah, let's disconnect. Thank you. All right, so we know we don't have a disruption in fuel from the main tank line coming here to the carburetor, so I don't know if it's something with the ignition system then that's causing it to just suddenly kick off. Like I said, I changed the whole ignition system. Friggin' beats me. But regardless, let's connect our original fuel setup. Go and connect our original fuel line now from the tank back to the fuel pump. Alright, so now everything is set back up the original way. All those lines are there where they should be, and let's try to get it running again. We'll get this out of the way. Alright, let's give this thing one final go. The original setup. Okay. Running-ish. I don't know. Working my RAM till about 9. I don't know. More to follow. The RAM, the problem RAM. is a problem RAM for sure.